Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the review of the many sides of voice acting radio. Now, you know, last week was a Bath Yuri episode. Yeah, it had some Yuri moments, and we was applauded by it. And then we applaud by Yumiko's way of developing towards Chika. And I thought, it's getting there. But last week was an episode that showed us how social media works. They showed an image of Chika with some older guy. And then this is how social media works. This is how the business works. This is how, business works. Like, when social media comes around, and I remember you had MySpace, and then you have evolved to, we got the Facebook, we got the Instagram, we got Twitter, which is called X, and you got all these social media things, and you post it on the internet. And when one thing spreads, when one thing says on the internet, the others spread. It's like fire. It's like fire. It's like fire. One's fire, and then it spreads like crazy towards wildfire. And that's what this is. This is the idea of how social media works. Oshinoko did a perfect example of social media. And I remember an episode where one thing they saw, they posted it, and they caused death threats towards her, and to a point where she was about to commit suicide. And I remember that episode because they had a suicide hotline, call this number, and I'm like, this is what happens when you in the business. When you in the business, it's gonna spread, and then everything about it is just this is what happens. This is how the industry works. There's some pros and some cons, and like this episode, it did. So without further ado, let's get right to the review of the many sides of voice acting radio. Because this episode was so emotional. There was no funniness. This was a serious point episode. Okay. I am not in a good mood today because of the bull that's been going on. Yeah, I was happy. I was a little bit of joyful in this, but I was also 80% mad. And upset. And here's why. Yumiko is worried about Chika. Now, we know that these two don't get along. We know those two do not get along. Well, there are differences, but at least they get along in the voice acting radio. Okay. But that's not important. Yumiko rushed in to save Chika to figure out where she's at, because she's an MIA. Nobody don't know where she's at. The friend with the glasses who's been following their channel on a regular basis with all those clues indicating where the class is in. This guy got the guts to come out of the blue and say, she's Chika. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why in the blue hell you go out and tell the class, hey, there's Chika? I'm like, and then bad timing. Here comes Chika walking into the class. I'm like, oh my Lord, why would you say that? And then this punk kid, I'm dead ass. This piece of trash kid who posts that site, who posts that photo, and just streaming live, recording, saying, hey, this is the person, she's in our class. She's a fake. She's all this. He posted it live to reveal the truth about Chika. I legit want to punch him in the face. He said, I'm her knight in shiny armor. Bullshit. I want to punch him. And then now, the guy with the glasses, curly glasses, props for him. I mean, he stood up, but I feel like all the other classmates could have stopped him. I'm like, there's 10 of you, and there's one of him. You could kick his ass. And just when he was about to reveal who is Yumiko all along, Chika punched him in the face. Props for Chika. Props for her. I give her props for punching him in the face. He fucking deserved it. Ain't no second chance for me. That piece of shit deserved it. I mean, literally deserved it. Yo, I'm like 5 minutes into this show, right, in this review, and I'm telling you right now, I like Chika right now. Chika's going through a lot in this episode. This whole thing was on Chika as we speak. This whole entire episode is for Chika, and I feel bad for her. I really do. Anyway, after she punched that piece of trash that was recorded making these false claiming thing, Yumiko apologized for what she said in her voice acting on that episode they did together. And then it breaks my heart to see Chika crying because A, we all know she's a shy girl. 2, we all know she's not the violent type. And 3, the fact that she wants to give up voice idol acting because of this, it's like she did everything to protect Yumiko's identity. And I applaud her for that. Not only that, Yumiko's friend, she knew all along. Like, she knew, and I was okay with that. Now, the biggest thing about this episode, guys, is Yumiko's wants to break the mold. It breaks the mold here. By breaking the mold, I mean like revealing yourself. You see, when you're famous and you live in your normal life, yes, you have to hide your identity. No one don't really know who you are. I get all of that. It's hard because you can't leave for 10 seconds and say, hey, aren't you that dude? Aren't you that person? It's like you go into the store. You'd be like, I'm going to the store real quick. Okay, you go downstairs. You walk into the store and they'd be like, wait a minute, I know you. You're that person with the... And that's that. That's how it is in life. You can't even leave for 10 seconds. You're getting paparazzi like some TMZ shit. And again, it will spread on social media. But you're like, oh my God, he lives in this apartment? I didn't know that. Okay, now I got to find this person. That's what it's going to do. That's what's going to happen. So Yumiko decides, you know what? Fuck it. I got to save Chika. And the only way to do that is by spreading the word. To reveal the truth about her and about myself. And she did the unthinkable. She did a live stream. She did a live stream that had like 20 to go into 51K views, explaining her situation, explaining herself like, hey, I'm Choco Brown. People call me Yumiko. I'm a gal. I'm the gal you see now, and my friend, this and that. She reveals everything about herself. She even told her about she goes to the same school. She did everything to keep her life and her career on the line. And all these social medias are going in, protecting her. Now, that piece of trash guy, I'm surprised he got it. I'm surprised he even exists. I'm surprised that they let him go. Bitch, arrest that piece of trash. You heard Chika. Arrest him. Oh, he gets a pass? Fuck that. Fuck that. First of all, he deserved the punch. That's 1. 2, I feel like we all should beat him up. Okay? And 3, he should get his ass arrested because that's insult. That's harassment. You gotta arrest that punk of a guy. You gotta arrest him. I mean, literally. Sorry, I'm going over the top. Now, as Yumiko's crying to tell everybody, just because she's a voice act doesn't mean nothing. Y'all liked her voice. Y'all like her. Not because of an idol, but you like her voice. You like what she do on everywhere she goes. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect her work. And then not only Chika came out, we found out the guy that was with Chika all along was her biological father. And he came out with a photo of him and Chika when they were little. And not only he was an animator, but he's also a director of the mecha anime he is. And what I like about the dad, what I like about Chika's father is that he's not picking a daughter like, oh, I pick her first rate because she's my daughter. No. He knows that you got to work hard for this audition. I'm not giving you the part. And he said it on live stream. He said, just so you know, I didn't pick her. I didn't pick Yuhai to win. I didn't pick her to win. I didn't pick her to play the role. In fact, it's like in this round table, there's 10 people, and Chika's father, it was not like, nah, All the other 9 picked her to play the role, and she didn't. And the father's like, nah. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Just to This is like making an apology to almost towards everyone to prove a point that one, that's my daughter, and two, she didn't pick that. Two, she didn't get the two. They gave her the role not because I'm the father. No, everyone just picked her, and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about the dad in this one. So, and then Karma's a bitch because they got the photo because their friend posted a photo of the guy who harassed the Chika and he got punched. By the way, you know what? I just love bringing that up because that piece of trash deserved it. I'm sorry. Look, there's no sorry for me. He deserved it. Chika, you have every right. I see your hands are red. You have every right to punch him. I would have punched him too. But now that the truth is out, we are now in the final episode of their voice acting radio thing. And then they're going to go like, then we saw a new character revealing, new characters coming now. So I can't wait to see more of her. Well, I can't wait to see her. But overall, though, this was a lot of pressure in this episode. A lot of emotions in this episode. There was no funniness. It was like everything was point out to how social media works. That's what this episode was. How social media can impact a character. And for Chika, I felt bad for her. I feel so bad for her. I really do in this episode. But this shows you just how the industry works. To be honest with you, this is how industry like this works in life. So I understand where they did all this, and it makes sense. So I look forward for next week's episode. Let's see where this goes between Yumiko and Chika's relationship and see their future holds as idols and voice actor idols. We'll see. So I look forward for next week.